Hi guys, it's Carl from Gaming Till Disconnected, and I'm here with a review of the Logitech G402 Hyperion Fury FPS gaming mouse. Logitech have marketed the G402 straight at FPS gamers. It features fewer buttons than most of their gaming mice, and is incredibly lightweight. As the successor to the G400S, the G402 features the more angular design we first saw in the G602, and for me it was a very welcome change. The shape is very ergonomic, and the rubberized grips on either side give you a firm hold. The left-hand grip is also very slightly ridged, which actually makes quite a lot of difference when you're holding the mouse. The material on top is very comfy, but is smooth enough to run your finger along when moving to press a button. There are two lighting sections on the mouse, the G Labs logo and the DPI indicator. The former serves no purpose outside of aesthetics, and by default does what Logitech calls breathing, which is incredibly distracting when you're in a dark room, but can thankfully be turned off. When you're holding the mouse, the DPI indicators remain perfectly visible due to their placement, a huge improvement over the G400S. You can also set them to remain on at all times, so you will always be aware of what DPI level you're on. Button placement is also very well thought out. The Dpi Change buttons are within easy reach of your index finger, and the back forward buttons on the left hand side of the mouse are easily reachable with a small thumb movement. Also on the left hand side is a button that can be used to temporarily lower the DPI for incredibly precise movements. It is perfectly positioned at the tip of your thumb, so as to prevent any accidental presses when gripping the mouse, but can be easily pressed by simply transferring pressure on your thumb. It's perfect for quickly getting steady shots in the game, and all the buttons on the mouse have just the right amount of resistance to give them an incredibly precise feel when you click them. The scroll wheel is similarly well tuned. It takes more pressure to scroll the wheel than what I am used to, but this means it's great for switching weapons without scrolling too far. The optical sensor in the G402 is one of Logitech's Delta Zero sensors, with a range of 250 to 4000 dpi and a 1 MHz report rate, which should be more than enough for most people. However, what makes the mouse really stand out is the Fusion engine. Logitech have combined the optical sensor with an accelerometer and a gyroscope, allowing the mouse to collect even more data, which it processes with the built-in 32-bit ARM processor. It is by far one of the most responsive mice I have ever tested. In Logitech software you can also see the difference that the Fusion engine makes. By swiping the mouse across my desk as fast as I could, I was able to achieve a speed of 109 inches per second with the optical sensor, but when the Fusion engine was turned on, it registered at a ridiculous 346 inches per second. Logitech say that when using the G402 on one of their mouse pads, it registers speeds of up to 500 inches per second. To put that into perspective, it would be the same as swiping the mouse up the average 2-story house in less than half a second, or up the Empire State Building in 30 seconds. This is, of course, faster than you would ever be realistically moving the mouse in a game, but it really shows what the G402 is capable of. Both Imran and I agree that Logitech have got the best mouse software of any manufacturer. It's fast, simply designed, and doesn't use up loads of processing power in the background. The interface is very attractive, and allows for quick and easy button mapping and macro creation. Combining an accelerometer and a gyroscope with the optical sensor was an interesting move by Logitech. In my experience, it clearly had an impact on the performance, and the technology has a huge amount of potential if it's put in some of the even higher end devices. For this reason I am awarding the G402 with the Gaming Till Disconnected Innovation Award. All in all, the G402 is perfect for FPS gaming. It's quick, lightweight, and responds to very small movements. There are a few buttons, but enough to cope with your average FPS game. What I would say, however, is that if you are looking at getting this as your everyday mouse, I would be a little hesitant. It's certainly not bad, but for something I would use every day, it's far removed from Logitech's higher end devices. If you have a spare £49.99 lying around, it may be worth buying as a second mouse, purely for the amazing experience it gives you in games. But if you're looking for a mouse that will feel great to use in every task, you may want to think about spending a little bit more money, and getting one that is a better all-rounder. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like it, and if you want to be notified when we make new videos, then hit the subscribe button. If you want to go one step further, then you can head on over to our Patreon page, where you can pledge as little or as much as you would like, for as long as you would like, to help us keep making videos. I'll see you next time.